America's 250th birthday is a milestone so big, one celebration hardly seems enough. And millions mark the semi-quincentennial on July 4th, the date we've long celebrated as the birth of American independence.
But this weekend, another celebration is taking shape. It's closer to home on Put-in-Bay. As Leon-Bibb shows us, Declaration 250 commemorates another important date and a part of America's independence story many of us never learned.
Every summer, Americans mark the birth of a nation with a date etched into our history, July 4th, 1776. But the story of American independence is a little more complicated than the date on the calendar. In fact, the Continental Congress voted for independence on July 2nd. 2 days later, delegates adopted the words that would declare it to the world. We hold these truths to be self-evident. But that famous parchment, the one bearing the names of John Hancock, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson, wasn't signed by most of them on July 4th. That came weeks later. On August 2nd, 1776, most Americans of the Continental Congress put their names to the engrossed declaration. Eventually, 56 men would sign, making public their commitment to a new nation, one still fighting a war to survive. America would win that revolution, but less than 4 decades later, the United States and Great Britain were at war again, and this time a critical chapter would unfold much closer to home. Just off the shoreline of Put-in-Bay, a storm was brewing. Not of wind and rain, but the sound of cannon fire and the smell of gunpowder. On September 10th, 1813, Oliver Hazard Perry commanded an American fleet against the British in the Battle of Lake Erie. The Americans prevailed. Perry sent word of the victory with a line that would become part of American history. We have met the enemy, and they are ours. The victory secured American control of Lake Erie for the remainder of the war and helped turn the tide in the Northwest. Today, Perry's victory and International Peace Memorial rises above Put-in-Bay, commemorating those who fought and the peace that eventually followed. A fitting backdrop on the island again turns its attention to American independence. Declaration 250 runs July 31st through August the 2nd, culminating 250 years to the day after most of the founders signed the Declaration. A weekend of music, exhibits, and history, celebrating not just one date, but the longer story of a nation that first had to declare its independence and then fight to keep it. For 3 News, I'm Leon-Bibb.